Okay, the Nightfall is coming here in Reston, Virginia. This is the Reston Town Center out here. Microsoft building, campus right there. A bunch of other buildings. There's a Google down the WNOD trail there, but I posted up with my Moof S3 e-bike here. I just kind of want to quickly run through some of the features. I bought this one off. It was a Facebook Marketplace find. I bought it for 50 bucks. It's a really cool bike. The motor is in the front. Runs really nice. It just has a really great sort of Dutch design. There's the branding right there, Moof S3. This is like the original Apple Find My bike. And then it has an electric e-shifter in the back. So one cool thing, I like the simplicity. It's got the display there. And if you want to lock this and you just want to make a quick sort of run, and you don't feel like schlepping a bunch of rocks with it, it's easy. There's a kick lock on it. See the stainless steel with the yellow ring? Boom. Lock, you get the haptic, you get the light, you get the sound. It's cool. And if you try to move it, people are like, oh, well, I can just pick up the bike and grab it and run off with it. I guess so, you could, but if you pick it up or move it, the bike has some stuff built in that's going to kick in any second. It's got like some, oh, and it's not too heavy. That's another nice, oh, there we go. Now it started. So the lights start going off. You get this progressively louder sort of scary skull guy right there. And, you know, and it gets more and more and more. Now I'm carrying it. It's hard to film it and at the same time. It's louder and louder and louder. So it's really helpful. Uh-oh, there we go. Now another thing also, so it keeps going on there for a minute. So the lights go on and off. Pretty cool. Love it. They also, you can pay a little extra when you buy these bikes to get a subscription, and they have like these bounty bike hunters that go out and find it. If they can't find it, they give you a new bike. That's kind of a neat feature. So this will go off any second. If I want to turn it off, or if I want to unlock that, I don't kick it again. What I do, there's a couple of different ways you can do it. One way is tap this little thing right here, and then it flashes 5 seconds, and you have exactly 5 seconds to roll it. It's unlocked, you see the V, and you are now ready to ride. And if you have your phone with you, the app kind of signals the bike, so that adds some other functionality. And now let's kind of hop on and go for a quick ride. I'll show you a couple more quick little items I like about it. It looks cool, people always comment. A lot of times too, when you're riding on the trail, people want, I don't know your comment, a shocker. But the bell on this one, you can do a rapid fire machine gun sound, or you can just do that. It has a bunch of different bell sounds, but I particularly like the, like I don't like the thumb bells, and I don't like to announce that I'm passing. Yeah, you know, I had respiratory issues or whatever, and after a while, you know, I commute like 45 miles round trip in and out of DC. So to do that 50 times in my voice would get kind of irritating, so I prefer that. And then another thing, just talked about those respiratory issues. I get winded easily still, a lot better than I was when I was sick. But on the other side, they have that. On the right side, it is their turbo button. So quickly, like right now I'm going with 4. Gotta quickly get this bike up to about 20, 21, sometimes a little more depending on where you're at. That's another thing I really like about it. It's got the headlights, it's got the nice clean Dutch look to it. People always comment on it. Good looking bike. I mean, this is like the OG of the super lights. First bike with Apple Find My technology, built-in Antitheft technology, e-shifter. I mean, the technology in this bike is pretty astonishing. It's no wonder that this thing became sort of a cult classic. And a little history, they went out of business around 2023. Part of it was, I think they were just really swinging for the fences with their technology. And it was expensive, you know, almost like Steve Jobs with the first vision of Apple, you know, swinging for the fences, about put them out of business, but came back and built arguably the most dominant company the world has ever known, at least up to this point. And so that's kind of that. That's my kind of quick little soup to nuts review of this Moof S3. And I mentioned that they did go out of business. If you want to buy one of these, you can find used ones on Facebook Marketplace. There's a store called Upway. It's a French company. They have warehouses in, obviously in France, but they also have them in Brooklyn, New York, and Long Beach, California. They have a great selection of bikes. You can sell your bikes there. One advantage of buying them there is they come with warranties. And these Van Moofs can be really finicky. There's a few parts on here that do break. They're expensive to fix, especially given that the company went out of business. So that's something to consider, something to think about. But if you smurf around on the internet, there's a company called Rybit, R-Y-B-I-T. They have offices in Brooklyn, New York, San Francisco, and Seattle, Washington, and they lease and service these bikes. So if you own one, you can drop it off for service, which I did. Then they've also partnered with other shops around the U.S. to help them provide service and parts and that sort of thing. I worked with a guy named Dustin Zito out of the New York store. He was just terrific. He really, really helped me with this bike. Last thing I would like to say is I love the app on this bike. It's a really cool app. This bike was so far ahead of its time. I hope that, given the resurgence of Van Moof, McLaren bought them and they came out with a new S6 version. It's only sold in Europe right now. I think it's like 3,300 euros, something like that. I don't know that direct translation of currency, but probably $3,000 ballpark. I hope that whenever all the tariff stuff gets straightened out, they bring them back to the U.S. because they're just such a cool bike. I mean, I can't imagine if they get their team continuing to build and evolve these kinds of bikes. I mean, this bike is probably 4 years old and it's still like far advanced from, there's still virtually nothing like it on the market. The only thing that's sort of like it on the market is the Eurotopia, and it's almost a direct ripoff of this bike. They tried. One thing that they did do really well in the Eurotopia is the carbon fiber, but their technology is nothing like this one. They try, but not quite. So this is an incredible bike. I really fell in love with it. I bought mine off of Facebook Marketplace, and I got a steal. So that's all I got. Leave any comments you have, questions in the line below, and I'll do my best to answer them. Let's see here. I haven't figured out what everything's telling me yet. I don't know what that's saying. Maybe that's a different video, different day.